Well, that's a good set.
The bridge and ladder combos may be deadliest on Squirtle due to the low percent it can kill.
So I'm going to tell you guys this. This is Moroha's first tournament since Brawl.
You're trolling.
No. And he knocked out Tony's attack.
Yeah, I know, because I have to play fucking Tony next time. I have to play Tony for 7th if he wins.
His first tournament since he played Brawl, and he knocked out the #1 seed, put him in the
What
losers.
region? Is he with a Titus card pool? What card
I don't know
pool
where
is
he's
he
from.
with? What?
He lost to Atata in pools, but the way he's playing right now, if he just beats Tony, and it looks like he may be beating Goosefancy, who
No one
was
plays
supposed to
Meta
go up against Tony.
That's funny. So, backstory. Goose played against Bonk at Glitch, and I don't know if any of you saw that set, but let's just say it was rough for Goose. So I know Goose has recently actively sought out Meta Knights to practice the matchup with within like the last month. So Goose might be way better at the matchup than they were at Glitch when they played against Bonk, which means that could give Goose the edge that he needs to win this set. The fact that he's been practicing it recently is really good.
Absolutely, and it looks like he was able to take that back. Possibly going to be able to get revenge for his good friend and one of his rivals in the scene with this set. Immediately sealing the stock with the Charizard forward air right there, and switching to Squirtle to try to tack on some percent and get some positioning with the water.
Ooh. Oh, really good conversion off the ledge from Goose. Not only getting a lot of percent, but that also put Moroha off stage in like a really good position for Ivysaur to get another extension. Going for the up throw up air, that is true sometimes, but it's like frame perfect, and I don't think it would have been true there. That time it was more of a read.
Character dependent.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably true.
On the down throw to the up B to seal it out. That is going to be rough.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that Meta Knight F-Smash. Its startup is like alright, but it has very low end lag,
One
which
of
means
the safest moves.
Yeah, which means he can use it like pretty reliably in neutral and advantage state compared to a lot of smash attacks in this game.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people put Meta Knight at the bottom of mid tier, and while I don't necessarily think he's high tier, I don't think he's close to low tier.
Oh yeah, I agree with that for sure. He's got some stuff.
Yeah, but will that stuff be enough to help him win the game, or will Goose be able to take it from him? And be able to take the stock. Finally sealing out one, but he gets his last seal. Goose going up 1-0.
FD Kalos bans, frame 1. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Those flat stages, like Meta Knight dash attack, like giving him so much room with no platforms to interrupt his combos or play new, like, because all he wants to do.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta go play, guys. Good luck on commentary, friend.
Thank you. Good luck in your sets.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. I play Tony. You play Tony? Yeah, for 7.
Well, I mean, Roy is Sonic's worst matchup, though, so you have a chance. Okay, and we have the second game starting up right here. Goose versus Moroha. Moroha getting quite a decent amount of percent, 24 right now, but Goose clapping back. Let's see if Moroha is able to seal this out. One of Meta Knight's more iffy matchups is PT, but at the same time, more iffy doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be terrible, and matchups don't only change between character, but also between player. And we see a very clear example of amazing adaptation here. Moroha got pretty much smoked in the last game, barely able to seal out that first stock. And right now, he's doing fairly well for himself. But Goose is not one to take that lightly, immediately clapping back, getting up to 64%, and adding even more, getting the down throw to up B, and now he has the lead against Moroha. But Moroha gets the up B out of shield. You've got to watch out for that. You do not want to hit Meta Knight shield. That is one of the strongest up Bs in the game. when you're on that platform. We get the double forward tilt, and it's looking really even right now. The jab lock into the dash attack and up air. Moroha's looking really good right now. Barely missing that forward smash, but Goose could have been in a terrible situation. Oh, the read on the switch, but it does not pan out. Just barely. Trying to stall. The Ivysaur doesn't often, but Ivysaur can do a lot with that. And the poor DI on the down throw up air, going to seal out Moroha's stock. However, this could be the last stock for the game. He may not be able to take it from Goose. Ivysaur has that down air. He has the good advantage, but he is able to seal the stock with a nice edge guard. This is not impossible by any means, especially with the bridge and ladder combos that Meta Knight is able to pull off pretty rampantly at times. Ah, but the double forward tilt into the forward smash, the tech chase, or not even tech chasing at this point. Okay, and Goosefancy will go up 2-0 against Moroha. Very well, getting revenge for his good friend, Tony Z Tank. Looks like we're getting the battlefield pick, and we're also getting a music counter pick, something that you rarely see in Smash. Multi-man melee too. Let's see how that music helps Moroha throughout the tournament. Will we see the counter pick? We do not see the counter pick. It looks like Moroha was really not feeling great with the Meta Knight right there. We saw that hesitation, and if he keeps that hesitation in this game, it could be curtains. Okay. Finally, it updates to 2-0 instead of 1. And Goosefancy pulling that hesitation from Moroha to immediately get a huge lead. Let me say this, even if Moroha does get 3-0 here, he had a great showing, able to beat the #1 seed at this tournament. Oh. People may say a lot of it is match training inexperience, but that's definitely not the full case. If you're on your first tournament back from Brawl, and you're doing this well, getting to winner's semis in a fashion like this, I have confidence that you could win. Sorry, drinking some of my Coke right here. And we have the up air bridge, or ladder, but it's not going to quite lead to a lot. He is, though, repeatedly slapping Ivysaur into disadvantage, but landing isn't the biggest issue for Ivysaur due to things like his nair, his fair, his dare. But Meta Knight, Goosefancy pulling out the Pokemon Switch at just the right moment to not get hit by that shuttle leap. And here we see Moroha trying to tack the percent back on, perhaps feeling a bit better, perhaps bringing his mentality back up. The dash attack, we're seeing him play it very careful. He does not want to play reckless and lose a stock, and he takes one of Goosefancy. This may be a reverse 3-0 in the making, but we cannot be completely sure of it as of now. Goosefancy playing more aggressive than he normally does, trying to seal the stock away. And he immediately gets 33% on him to punish his over-aggression. Pulling off that Vine Whip release tech to try to confuse him, then gets back to the stage with the Charizard, is able to get that super armored up air for the kill. Going back to Squirtle to try to get some percentage on, but you gotta be really careful against Meta Knight when you're a character like Squirtle. Meta Knight may not be the best character. No one is doubting that, but at the same time, he can kill if he wants to. And we're seeing Goose try to even up the percents. If there's any character that can even up the percents, it's going to be either Squirtle or Ivysaur. And here we see Goosefancy already back to the Ivysaur, getting the down throw up B, but this time Moroha does DI it much better and does not die to it, unlike that last game. It was either last game or game 1, I don't really remember. My memory is bad, but we see the back air and Moroha's back off stage. We will not see the down air. We will see the flame breath, but what after that? The flamethrower does not lead into anything. And we see the corner pressure here, but Moroha able to escape the corner pressure and put Goosefancy into disadvantage, getting the back throw, tossing him again, making him deal more percent to get back to the stage. And that back air out of shield, repeatedly doing the same thing, getting the side B drill and the read on the roll back to stage with the forward smash, taking out Goosefancy's second stock. Okay. Moroha wants to get as big as a lead as he can from us. He wants to take this extra stock as far as possible. And will we see that happen? We see the down tilt into grabbing the up air chain. That's a nice 44%. He's making a lot out of this stock. And he may even be able to kill, because Meta Knight with Rage is scary. Repeatedly stalling at ledge, trying to be pretty ambiguous, but it does not work as Goosefancy does get that forward tilt as Charizard. And Moroha able to take a game with the up air to the up B. He may be pulling it back right in front of our eyes. Excuse me, sorry about that. And we see small battlefield. Perhaps this is where Goosefancy is striking so he doesn't get ladder comboed as bad as he did last game. Okay. And the skin counter pick from Moroha. He was really hesitant before that last game started, but he put his mentality back, or he got his mentality back up, and he was able to win that. However, this game, it's looking very much the opposite. Goosefancy able to get off a ton of percent. Let's see if Moroha will bring it back. And the dash attack with up air combos with the forward smash read. Oh my. This is how you can tell these players are amazing. One, it seems like one of them is so far ahead, then the other immediately pulls it back and takes the lead. Repeatedly, back to back. That is what we're seeing in this entire tournament. Absolutely phenomenal players being able to destroy each other and then get destroyed repeatedly over and over again. It's so close because it's never close. Sure, sometimes they have the 3 stocks, but other times they have someone up 100%. Then the other person just pushes their advantage shade until they get that percent, making it closer. And that is what we're seeing right here with Moroha starting off at such a disadvantage, barely passing through that up smash and having the percent lead. That air dodge, putting him in a position where he cannot recover. Charizard at 131. Goosefancy is probably going to stay as Charizard so he doesn't get killed and is going to try to tack on as much percentage. But you cannot hit that Meta Knight shield or you will get up-B'd. Goosefancy immediately going back to his bread and butter Squirtle combos. One of the best PTs in his region, if not the best. And Moroha bringing it as close as he can. The bridge combos. 50. It is even yet again. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying the games are so close but not close at all. We are seeing one player take a dominant lead, then the other drag it back, and it's just this game of ping pong. It gets tossed around repeatedly, but Goosefancy able to pull off the stock with the up B, and Moroha almost able to do the same thing, but not quite yet. Will he be able to pull off this stock before Goosefancy is able to take too much of a lead? If there's any character I wouldn't count out, well, there's quite a lot of them, but Meta Knight is definitely one of them. And here we see the down and the forward smash, but it hits the shield. Thankfully, it's safe, so he's not going to be put in too out of position.
Just effect. Moroha's, well, not tournament stuff, but winners bracket stuff potentially. But he could still bring his.
If there's any character that can, like I already said, there are several characters that have the ability, but Meta Knight with the ladder and bridge combo is really scary, but how scary can you be when you're dead? Goosefancy getting revenge for his rival Tony Zutek and sending Moroha into losers 3-1.
I'll do it.